Hello friends, hope you're all doing well. So welcome to the first of a series of birthday hauls. Did some shopping both online and in store, and I'm going to share. This one is going to be Beauty Bay. Just to give a little sneak peek to the situation, we're also going to have coming up Sephora, just a few items from Sephora and my local beauty supply store in another video, and then I have a big Ulta haul. I also got some jewelry that I think I might do in like another like girly haul, everything else kind of haul. I don't know, but I know those three for sure. So let's do the Beauty Bay order. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 face items, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palettes. Let's go through them. So I don't own any Beauty Bay all I own for Beauty Bay is their palettes, eyeshadow palettes. So I picked up 2 of their bronzers. They had a little sale going on. I picked up 2 of their bronzers. I got my glasses. Okay, I got my glasses. This is their powder bronzer, and I got 2 shades. Let me just open both up for you. Should get my wipes out. Oh, my wipes are already out. And again, the next few videos you see, videos moving forward will be on my new camera. Settings may change. I think there's a filter thing on here. I look really good. Maybe it's just 4K. I don't know. But the settings may change, but I'm playing with it. And I'm also going to have a mic. There's a mic with the camera, but I'm going to have a mic. Your girl stepping on up. But anyway, the bronzers. We have Chestnut, and this one is a great this is just the tone I like my bronzer to be. And then this one is called Toasted, which is more cool. I don't know if it's going to work for me as a contour. It might just barely be a whisper. Let's swatch. That's really pretty. That's pretty. Come on. Yeah, it's barely a whisper, but they feel really soft. That's both of them on the back of my hand there. Really soft. And yeah, Beauty Bay has a lot of products. Face products, concealers, different things. I think I grabbed these because they were like a steep discount. I think these regular price are $10. So, whatever. Okay. And then I picked up, I'm wearing this today. I actually filmed this little get ready with me. It's a simple look. My eye is even creasing a little bit. It's a simple look I put together. I went out today just doing some shopping for my birthday, and I wore this. This is their Make Face Multi-Use Complexion Palette. It's a cream face palette. I put the plastic back on it. It is a cream face palette, and it contains 1 corrector, so like this peachy neutralizer. Well, no, 2. Let me put my glasses on. Put my glasses on. 2. This one is like a yellow corrector, and that's the orange. Then we have, I want to make sure I tell it right. Yeah, conceals. These are 3 concealers here. I used this one. I'm wearing a foundation stick. I'm wearing my LYS foundation stick because none of these shades really I felt I could use for foundation, but they have concealers here. I used the lightest one today under the eyes and in the center of my face, and it worked just fine. Then there's a white in here to brighten up things if you want to mix. These are quite creamy, not super greasy, but a classic cream. That's all I'll say. I said the white. Okay, and then on this side, you have these are contours here. These are 3 contour sculpting. I used this one at the bottom. And then I combined both of these blushes. This blush has a matte finish. This blush has a dewy finish. I combined both of them on the cheeks, and it's still there. It's still there. And then this is the illuminator, the highlighter. And I also have that on. And I did my whole face with that. With that. Cute, right? Cute. And with Beauty Bay, I do like Beauty Bay. They remind me a little bit of Makeup Revolution when it comes to their face palettes and things, because they come in at least 4 tones. Light, fair, light, medium, deep. And this is the deepest. I think this is the deepest. Very nice. This is a powder face palette, and this is, I forgot what did they call it on the, whatever. But it says Bronze, Blush, and Glow. This one also came in 4 different tones, and I got the tan to deep version. And it has 2 blushes, a highlight, and a bronzer. Bronzer contour. I can contour with this. Let's see if this camera will focus on what I needed to focus on. Again, We'll play with the settings. All right, there we go. That looks great. That looks good. Let's swatch. Ooh, that highlighter already, y'all. Can't wait for you to see my Ulta haul. I got the new highlighters from Benefit and NARS, and I am super excited. So that is the palette here. You can see that really nicely. Ooh, look at that. Really nice. Yes, camera. Okay, so yeah, this was, like I said, the deepest of the options for the face palette. Now we're on to eyeshadow palettes. This is the smallest eyeshadow palette I've seen Beauty Bay come out with. This is a 9-pan palette, but because of these shades, they're a little shifty. I'm wearing one today. This is their Mini Charms palette. It's a 9-color palette, and it's a bunch of let's see if we can get another good focus. I gotta keep my glasses on for this. Look at that. Beautiful. A bit shifty. Not the shiftiest, but gorgeous. See that? I'm trying to get the focus right. Look at those. Swatch a couple more. Yeah. Really pretty. Ugh, trying to get the focus right. Super exciting. So yeah, it's a 9-pan palette. It's smaller than the normal. I guess Beauty Bay didn't want to give you a bunch of these type of shades. I think they're like a special formula or what have you. Formula. I don't like that this plastic sheet is where the names are, but what can you do about it? Oh, I'm gonna tape it to the back. Yeah, I can tape it to the back. I like to keep these in my palettes, especially when I'm filming, so you can know what shades I'm using. Not like I ever tell you. All right, so I already own the large 42 of the Rich palette, and I love it. I picked up the 9-pan of the Rich. I usually don't do this. If I have the big one, I don't get the other ones because they usually put out a big one and then they'll put out like a 16-pan one and then they put out a small one. I want all the shades, but I grabbed this one because this is all matte, and I just thought it was, good staples to have. Good mattes. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Is the color coming up true on camera? Don't know. We'll change the settings. I don't know. But yeah, rich shades. Rich shades. Okay. All right, we got 3 more palettes to go. Oh, one is not Beauty Bay. So this was like a last call. This came out a while ago. This is their Daydreamer. This was on discount. I think I got this for like 10 bucks. This is the Daydreamer palette. And this is more on the lighter side of what I would typically go for in an eyeshadow palette. But these metallics were calling me. So let me just show you the palette first. Hopefully you can see what we got going on in here. I don't want it to be... I might have to adjust the brightness, like the white balance. I've been watching YouTube videos. Okay? Hold on. Yeah. Like, look at these. Yeah. That's why I got it. That's why I got it. Not so much the pastels, although I will wear those in these looks. That's going to be super pretty. I think paired with the last Beauty Bay palette that I have, it's going to be really nice. So... I'll do that one. Yeah. This last Beauty Bay palette is the Botanical. This is their newest 42-pan palette release. I think I have every single one of the Beauty Bay 42-pan palettes. And I remember I used to collect the big ColourPop palettes, the 35-pan ColourPop ones. And I don't anymore. If there's one that comes out that I really like, I'll get it. But I was like collecting them. I've moved on from that. But the Beauty Bay, I'm still... super obsessed with collecting the 42-pan palettes because they're all good. They're all really good. So this is the Botanical. Look at this. Nature-esque fairy garden. Isn't that lovely? So that's really pretty. Let's see. Let's swatch a couple here. Yeah. Very pretty theme of palette here. Very pretty. Yeah, the Botanical. Their price has gone up on their palettes. Everyone's price has gone up. And Beauty Bay is also from the UK. I didn't have to pay, I paid shipping, but I didn't have to pay anything extra, given the situation with like tariffs and everything like that. But I don't know if the UK is subjected to it. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't have to pay anything extra. But their prices for their palettes have gone up. Well, before that, I think the 42 pan palettes used to be $25, and now they're $30. So, but still, I think that's still a good deal for all these shadows. I know a lot of people are overwhelmed with big palettes. I am not one of those people, but I do get it, and I think Beauty Bay gets that as well. That's why if they come out with a 42, so far this has been the pattern. A 42, they will also come out, like I said, with a 16, where they pick, you know, like 16 of them from this palette. So it's like this size, and they give you a that size palette. They'll pick some out, and then they do a 9 pan in the same theme. So you're not so overwhelmed. And I really like that, because big palettes can be overwhelming. And the last palette that I got is not from Beauty Bay. It's from Beauty Bay, but it's from the brand Be Perfect, and this is the Ultimates. This palette looks better online. It's mattes, it's browns, it's mattes, it's boring. I do love this this sheet. I like that. It's boring. It's a boring matte palette. But it has the tones that I need. You need matte shades. There you go. Be Perfect has a great eyeshadow formula. But yeah, it's boring. Let's see what the jet black looks like. There's a jet black, and then there's an ebony. Ebony on top, jet black on the bottom. Don't know the difference. A lot of browns, a lot of rich browns in the bottom row here, a lot of mid-tone browns, and then you have a lot of brow highlights for me. Cream shades. So yeah, it's a boring matte palette, but it's very, very useful. So that's what we have from Beauty Bay. That wasn't that bad, was it? That wasn't that bad. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned for the next haul. I love you guys, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye.